Ethan. Oh, okay. All right, guys. You guys are supposed to be over there. Ethan could be right here.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Everybody look at me. When it's your line, you're nice and loud. If it's not your line, you're quiet. If you're not listening, sit on the side. No,
Can I go tell my mom to video?
So no, can they like sit down on the ground here, and then they stand up? Then just pop up.
Benjamin.
I'm not here.
Benjamin Franklin knows best. Oh, we haven't yet? Oh, okay. I go first.
Yeah. You want to introduce the plan?
Sure. No.
Tell them, please.
No. They are. Miss Rabbi Liz is up.
Mommy. Yes. Shabbat Shalom. Hanukkah Sameach. Is this one? Yeah, okay. We're going to get started, so I recommend you grab prayer books now if you haven't already. Our service tonight is going to start with a fantastic performance of the Latka Who Couldn't Stop Screaming from our religious school. And then after their play and a little closing song, we will go right into our service. So hope you enjoy the play and have your prayer book for when it's over. Oh, yes. Oh, you know what?
Do this bit first. Okay.
Narrator.
Wait, we're starting now? Oh, okay.
We started!
This is a story about a laka, and it ends in someone's mouth. But it begins in a tiny village covered in snow. The snow had fallen during the long night, and many of the children had pressed their faces to the windows to look for a man they'd hoped would deliver wonderful gifts. Instead of hearing jingle bells, though, they heard a terrible noise coming from one of the cottages. This cottage already stood out from the rest of the cottages in the village. It was the only one on the street with no twinkling lights this time of year. Instead, it had a shiny gold menorah with flickering candles in the window. There was something being born inside of that cottage, but it wasn't a baby. It was a laka, which means potato pancake. Latkes are a traditional part of the celebration of Hanukkah, a holiday celebrating the victory of the Maccabees in ancient times in the land of Israel. Nearly everything in the world was born screaming, but this laka was no exception. Even though it wasn't born the way we were all born, the laka was born by combining grated potatoes, chopped onions, beaten eggs, and a dash or two of salt. Once these ingredients were mixed properly, the laka was put into a pan full of oil, heated to a very high temperature, and this is when it began to scream. Ah! The laka screamed so much that it leaped out of the hot pan and out of the window. Then it ran down the road. It screamed the whole way. Ah! This might seem like unusual behavior for a potato pancake. This is a story a story in which things tend to happen that would never happen in real life. The laka ran past a row of flashing color lights, which hung from the rain gutters in a less suspicious cottage.
What's all the yelling? We're the ones who are supposed to get all the attention outside. Look at us shine.
I was just thrown into a pan full of hot oil. Can you believe it?
We can't believe it, but we can't imagine why.
Because I'm a laka. The oil reminds us of the oil used to light the menorah at the temple after the Maccabees won their battle. The oil was only supposed to last for one night, but there was a miracle and it lasted for 8. Plus, frying makes my skin crispy and brown.
So you're like French fries?
Okay. Wait, I forgot.
It's right there. You're right.
Okay. I'm
took off again, screaming. The locker rounded the corner and found itself face to face with the candy cane. And the candy cane saw the locker and wrinkled its nose in confusion.
What is that smell? It smells like oil and onions. I'm trying to make the air smell sweet with my peppermint scent. Your mouth-watering smell, not to mention your screaming, is making it harder to smell me.
My mouth-watering smell is part of the cozy feeling of Hanukkah. It reminds us that things are better now than they were when the Maccabees lived. Now we can be free to be Jewish. When the Maccabees wanted to study Torah, they had to hide out in caves. And when they heard the Greek soldiers coming, they pretended they were playing with a small spinning top called a dreidel.
Playing a game? That sounds like fun.
But it's never good to pretend to be something you're not. We shouldn't have to hide who we are.
And with that, the locker took off again, still screaming.
Ah!
The screams of the locker got quieter and quieter as it ran out of the village. The locker was used to explaining itself to people who didn't understand Hanukkah, but needed a break. It was quite tired, so it decided to rest for a few minutes beneath the branches of a small pine tree. The pine tree was napping, but it woke up at the sound of the locker flopping down at its feet.
Are you a peasant? Peasants are pretty much the only things that decide to sit beneath me this time of year.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I got it. Presents aren't really a big part of Hanukkah. There is nothing wrong with giving. Presents aren't really a big part of Hanukkah. There is nothing wrong with giving gifts to people you love, of course, but it's more important to light the candles of each of the 8 nights. It helps us remember the miracle of the oil lasting for 8 days in the temple. It reminds us that even though there aren't a lot of Jews here, we can still celebrate our holiday with joy.
Is that like the miracle of Santa Claus?
No, Christmas and Hanukkah are 2 complete different things. They each have their own stories and traditions.
But different things can blend together in beautiful ways.
As the locker thought about what the tree had said, a family came sliding through the snow, searching the forest carefully.
We shouldn't have waited until the last minute to get ready for the holiday. We'll never find a good one.
You shouldn't give up hope. Look over there at that pine tree.
It's perfect.
Beautiful.
Such a marvelous shape.
And the skin, it's so crispy.
And with that, the father picked up the locker from the snow, and the locker did its scream.
We'll need to reheat it, of course, but this will be perfect for Hanukkah dinner with topping of applesauce, sour cream, or even jam.
I'll refry it in oil to remind us of the oil lasting for 8 days in the temple in the days of the Maccabees.
So remember the Maccabees' victory in ancient Israel.
After hiding in caves all that time,
So the family walked back to the village, past all the cottages with flashy colored lights and the candy canes in the yard, until they reached their home. It was warm and cozy. They sat down at the table, which was lit with flickering candles and a menorah. Sometimes it's hard to fit in, but somewhere in the world there's a place for all of us, no matter what holiday we celebrate. On a cold, snowy night, everybody and everything should be welcome somewhere. And the screaming locker was welcome into a home full of people who understood what a locker is and how it
that I cannot tell you. I'm sitting in this blender turning brown. I've made friends with the onions and the flour, and the cook is scouting oil in the town. I sit here wondering what will come of me. I can't be eaten looking as I do. I need someone to take me out and cook me, or I'll really end up in a royal stew. I am a laka, I'm a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a laka, I'm a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Every holiday has food so special. I'd like to have that same attention too. I do not want to spend life in this blender, wondering what I'm supposed to do. Matzah and haroset are for Pesach, chopped liver and challah for Shabbat. Linses on Shavuot are delicious, and gefilte fish no holidays without. I am a laka, I'm a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a laka, I'm a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. It's important that I have an understanding of what it is that I'm supposed to do. You see, there are so many who are homeless, with no jobs, no clothes, and very little food. It's so important that we all remember that while we have most of the things we need, we must remember those who have so little. We must help them, we must be the ones to feed. I am a laka, I'm a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a laka, I'm a laka, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come.
Wait, where do I have you? Down here after Bisham. Do you want to come up for Bisham?
What's that? Oh, okay. How many songs are there?
Do you want me to just call you up for your song?
Can I do all of them?
All of them?
Like the ones that I go up for?
Yeah.
When does my class go to take a song?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so what the third one?
The third, fifth. Yeah, it says fifth here, but we already did these two.
So we did these two. So add this one.
This one. That one. Okay?
So that's a Hanukkah.
That's a Hanukkah. The other ones are all in here, yeah. All right. What a fun way to start our service. And now I think we are thoroughly full of ruach and ready to light our Shabbat candles. So I'd like to call up, in case you didn't have enough to eat with the dinner, we are having an oneg after the service. So I'd like to call up our oneg families. Rhoda and Melissa, I believe, are here to light our Shabbat candles and say the blessings on page 120. Do you need a hand? Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. And let's welcome in the Sabbath bride with a little extra oomph tonight. I want to hear you all really singing. She's all festive. She's a Sabbath and holiday bride. So, Lecha Dodi on page 138. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el am yuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi uri, shir daberi, kivod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Now tonight, we're going to have a few extra inserts in our service to mark the Hanukkah Shabbat. So you might want to, every time we're going to skip to the back a few times, keep your finger in the Shabbat section because we're going to be coming back. But right now we're going to flip to page 669. And I'd like to invite up all of the members of Kita Aleph. That's Miss Kaylee's class. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. The children sing, la-da-dee-da, the children dream, and their tears may fall, but we will hear them call, and another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power, Shalom. Yasher Koach. Now we continue with our Shabbat prayers with a call to worship. I hope that made you feel very called to praise God. The Baruch Hu is on page 146. Yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da da da. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Let's all read together on page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 150. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu Eloheinu, uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, ulvahem nege yomam balayla, nege yomam balayla, ve'havatcha al tasir, mimenu leolamim, Baruch ata Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. On page 152 is the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to prepare yourselves for these words of Torah. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam B'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha b'derech, uv'shachbecha, uv'kumecha, uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uv'yisharecha. Le'man tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, V'hitem kedoshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'hiyot lachem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. You may be seated. Let's boogie on over to 158. For the song of our liberation. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, Bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze eli anu ve'ameru, ze eli anu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki bad Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ka'al Yisrael. Page 162. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. And now I'd like to call up Preston, who requested a particular song of his own. Although, of course, you're all welcome to sing along. Page 668.
I know, I have it.
You got it?
Yeah, I thought I knew.
You ready? Gvurot Yisrael otan miyemne chen bechodor hakum yad hagibor goel ha'am shma bayamim hahem bazman hazeh makabi Moshiach ufoteh uvyamenu kol am Yisrael Yitached Yakum Lehigael. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Hark! In days of yore in Israel's ancient land, brave Maccabeus led the faithful band. And now all Israel must as one arise, redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Ah, at this time of year in days of yore, Maccabees the temple did restore. And now today our people, as we dreamed, will arise, unite, and be redeemed. Yasher Koach. Okay. All right, now we come to our central portion of the evening prayer, page 164 for the Amidah, which will continue over the next few pages. I invite you to prepare yourselves for this series of blessings. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agit tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol, Atah Rab Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim. Somech noflim berofech olim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melech, melech memit umechayeh, umatmiach Yeshua, v'ne'emana talachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yihallelujah selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. We all read together page 172. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all the creative work that God had chosen to do. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel who sanctifies your name may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. And now I would like to call up Kita Bet, that's Mrs. Shane's class, and some helpers, and invite everyone to turn to page 669.
Okay.
We're in 669. You're like in the middle.
Okay.
It's ready.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
wait a
Hannah.
minute. You want to tell everybody to join? 669. Join us at page 669 for the Oh Hanukkah.
O Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. O Hanukkah, a festival, a joy, a holiday, a jolly day for every girl and boy. Spin the whirling dreidels all week long. Eat the sizzling latkes, sing a happy song. Now light them, tonight then, the flickering candles in a row. Retell the wondrous story of God's eternal glory and dance by the candles' cheering glow. Retell the wondrous story of God's eternal glory and dance by the candles' cheering glow. Yasher Koach. If anyone wants to join me in the Yiddish version at Oneg, I'm into it. Yeah, at Oneg, we'll sing it together. All right, and now we're going to flip back. Here's another one where you're going to want to keep your fingers in a few parts of the book. So page 176. Oh, first, I realized that tonight is also Rosh Chodesh, That was not in the forefront of my mind when I created this, so I skipped that prayer, but we should say it. Page 174, in the middle of the page. Our God and God of our fathers and mothers, on this, the first day of Tevet, the new month, be mindful of us and all your people Israel, for good, for love, for compassion, life, and peace. Remember us for well-being. Visit us with blessing. Help us to a fuller life. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, machazir shechinato litzion. And now page 176 for our thank you prayer. We acknowledge that with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el vehodot. And now flip to page 556 for our special Hanukkah thank you. We thank you for the miracles, for the redemption, for the mighty deeds and saving acts brought about by you, and for the wars you waged for our ancestors in the days of old at this season. In the days of the Hasmoneans, Mattathias ben Yochanan, the high priest, and his children, when the evil government of Greece rose up against your people Israel to make them forget your Torah and to make them leave the laws of your will, in your great mercy, you rose up with them, and in their time of trouble fought their fight, judged their cause just. You delivered the mighty into the hands of the weak, the many into the hands of the few, the unclean into the hands of the pure, the evil into the hands of the righteous, and the arrogant into the hands of those who engage in your Torah. For you made a great and holy name in your world, and for your people Israel, you brought about the great triumph and redemption on that very day. And when your children came to the Holy of Holies and emptied your temple and purified your holy place and lit candles in your holy courts and established these 8 nights of Hanukkah to gratefully acknowledge and to praise your great name. That's another one we can sing later if anyone's into Al Hanisim. Okay, but for now, we have another song from our confirmation class and helper to come up and sing Ma'ot Tzor on page 669. Ma'ot Tzor Yeshuati Lecha Na'el L'Shabeach Tikon Beit Tefilati V'sham Toda Nizabeach Ve'et Tachin Matbeach Mitzar Hamnabeach Azek Mor Bishir Mizmor Chanukah Tamizbeach Azek Mor Bishir Mizmor Chanukah Tamizbeach song. Praise your saving power. You amidst the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. Children of the Maccabees, whether free or fettered, wake the echoes of the songs where you may be scattered. Yours the message cheering that the time is nearing, which will see all people free, tyrants disappearing, which will see all people free, tyrants disappearing. Okay, we turn to page 178 for Shalom Rav. And I hope those who were at the sing-along last week remember our new Shalom Rav tune. I'm getting some head shakes. We're going to do our best. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. V'tov benecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol et u'v'chol sha'a, bishlomecha. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav, al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 and 181 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi v'yon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri. We turn our thoughts now to those who are ill and in need of healing. Turn to page 371, and this time you don't need to leave a finger in the Shabbat section. On our prayers, for our list of those for whom we're praying for healing is Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip and Kathy Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, Ron Ely, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Peter Winkler, Karen Thompson, Dean Atchley, Bernard and Bernice Strassner, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Louis Perlman, Eileen Milner, Mike Haug, Bill Brooks, Ellen Simmons, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Lori Perry, Scott Platts, Dave Avery, Bob Sparkman, Harvey and Nancy Kronig, Mickey Rubel, Celia Sarah Batfrumadina, Gail Garifo, Cheryl Maniho, Seal Honig, Debbie and Paul Nicely, McKenna Heiss, Nick Joliat, Burke Asher, Rebecca Barnes, Steve and Marion Renard, Wendy Lavenow, Benjamin Harmon, and Scott King. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. And Misha Berach is on page 371 in the middle of the page. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, and all those in the armed services and on the ships at sea that tune in to our live stream. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in dangerous path, may God bring them back, whole of mind and body, to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, in the spirit of the festive holiday tonight, in lieu of a sermon, I bring you a Hanukkah story from Chelm. The Chelm stories have been passed down, they're folklore, they've been passed down through generations, and the original authors are not totally known. This writing of this Chelm story I found from one Michael Davidson. So he didn't, it's a folk story, but I want to give credit to who passed it on to me. It is the first night of Hanukkah, and the candles for the first night are to be lit at the great synagogue of Chelm. Rabbi Shmerel was the wise elder rabbi of Chelm with a long white beard and a high forehead hidden in a strimel, much like your rabbi here, with his mind engaged in much thinking about Talmudic subtleties. Rabbi Shmerel busied himself preparing for the traditional menorah lighting. He took out the menorah and set it on the table by the window overlooking the market. It was a large, beautiful, silver filigree affair with 8 branches plus the shamash. The rabbi made some oil wicks from new linen and put one in the shamash and one in the rightmost cup. He looked around for olive oil to fill the cup, and there was none. He called to Mendel, the gabbai, to bring him some olive oil. Mendel replied, "Sadly, Rabbi Shmerel, there is no oil at all in the synagogue. I don't know where we could find some." Rabbi tut-tutted for a moment and looked around to the congregants, because of course he's just realizing as it's sundown on Hanukkah in front of all of his congregants that he's out of oil. Their faces were full of disbelief. The first night of Hanukkah without candle lighting, it could not be possible. What should be done? Rabbi Shmerel addressed all the congregants and asked that they go out and find some olive oil to light the menorah. Beryl and Menachem decided to look for oil in North Chelm. Beryl was a Nebushi sort of fellow who was in charge of the community goat. Menachem was a bit of a schlemiel. While walking through the town, they noticed that the Chelm Cinema was having a special Christmas Eve double bill, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and the Wizard of Oz. As they walked along, Menachem told Beryl the story of the miracle in the days of the Holy Temple, when the high priest was checking his email on his smartphone and realized that his one-day smartphone charge had lasted for 8 days and nights, and that's why they lit the candles. And how Hanukkah itself goes back before the Tower of Babel, when Hashem confused all the languages, and that is why nobody knows how to spell it properly. Beryl was so inspired by it all that he suddenly broke into the song, "Oi to the World." Mrs. Bela Pinsky-Friedman was a vegetarian and always trying to get all the Chelmites to give up eating meat in Kreplach. But she went to her friend Rivka Gittleman, who lived not far from the synagogue, to see if she had any extra olive oil she could give. "Chagurim Sameach, Rivka." "Bela, what a pleasure." Bela and Rivka exchanged pleasantries, and Rivka told Bela about her many children, and then Bela asked Rivka if she had any oil. Well, she didn't have any on hand because she had used it all to fry latkes to feed her many children, and they were all eaten. Oil is very important for Hanukkah, as everybody eats nothing but fried foods to celebrate the holiday. However, she did have some oily latke crumbs left over. Rivka wrapped them in aluminum foil and gave those to Bela to take back to the synagogue to see if they might be useful. Bela returned to the synagogue and gave the oily crumbs to Rabbi Shmerel. Now Rabbi Shmerel himself generally would follow the stricter rulings of Shammai from the Talmud. Although he held to Hillel's decision regarding the lighting only one candle on the first night. He thought about how the Talmud had taught that Sabbath candles could not be lit once the sun went down and Shabbat had begun, but Hanukkah candles could be lit even if it was after sundown and the holiday had begun, if that was necessary. So this seemed like a good time to be lenient. So Rabbi Shmerel took the leftover oily latke crumbs and formed them into a small candle and lit them to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah. And that was the great Hanukkah miracle in Chelm, how those oily latke crumbs burnt with a clear, bright flame for all the 8 days and nights of the festival. And everybody sang Ma'ot Tzur and Sivivon and Al HaNisim and ate latkes and played dreidel and shared Hanukkah gelt and said, Nes Gadol Hayasham, a great miracle happened there. And it was the best Hanukkah ever. May we all be warmed by light of our Hanukkah candles and the spirit of our community. This is the true spirit of the season, to become bigger and better and more generous selves, tolerant and respectful of the traditions and practices of other faiths, ever thankful for the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. Happy Hanukkah, and may you be blessed, you and yours, with spinning tops, golden chocolate coins, and hearts overflowing with love and goodwill for all. And to wrap up that part of the service, I'd like to call up all of the Kita Gimel class to sing. I didn't write it down. Page 668. No? Sorry, 670 is the correct page. That's incorrect. 670.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it is.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, ready? Sevivon sof sof sof, Chanukah hu chag tov, Chanukah hu chag tov, Sevivon sof sof sof, Chag simcha hu la'am, Nes gadol hayasham, Nes gadol hayasham, Chag simcha hu la'am, Sevivon sof sof sof, Chanukah hu chag tov, Chanukah hu chag tov, Sevivon sof sof sof. Yasher koach. Okay. What?
I don't know. Wait, I don't
Well, while you're up here, do you want to open the ark for Aleinu? All right, everybody, please turn to page 586 and prepare for the ark to be open. $586. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kugoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai Lemelech Al Kol Haaretz Bayom Hahu Yehiye Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad. Yasher koach. You may all be seated. Somebody left a book up here. And now we turn our thoughts to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. This week marks a yahrzeit for Dr. Samuel B. Green and Sidney Schindler, and we are still within a year of mourning for Pat Burton, Alexandra Haley, Irvin Younger, Melvin Wax, Bernice and Sylvan Simon, Cecil and David Rosenthal, Jerry Rabinowitz, Rose Mallinger, Richard Gottfried, Joyce Feinberg, Daniel Stein, Ivy Bells, Betsy Klarman, Jeannie Grissom, Lee McCoy, Renee Adler Kaplan, Norman Rosen, Tom Metzler, Amanda Chazen, Rodney Smith, Diane King, Alyssa Alhadef, Scott Beagle, Martin Duke Anguiano, Nicholas Dworet, Aaron Feiss, Jamie Gutenberg, Chris Hickston, Luke Hoyer, Carol Loughran, Gina Montalto, Joaquin Oliver, Elena Petty, Meadow Pollack, Helena Ramsey, Alex Schachter, Carmen Shentrup, and Peter Wang. If anyone else has a name of someone they'd like to share at this time. Thank you for that, yes. The Mourners Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Vit gadal vit kadash shemei rabba be'alma divra chirute v'amlich malchute b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'vchaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha b'richu ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehi shlam araba min shemaya v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. I'd like to call up our President, Alec Levy, for some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi Liz. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah.
Shabbat Shalom, Happy Hanukkah.
I'd like a number of people to thank tonight. Rabbi Liz, thank you for leading us in a wonderful service. To all of our religious school students who participated, Yashar Koach, and thank you. To Heidi and all of her helpers, and Debbie, and all the people she's pointing at that I'm not catching. Thank you for putting dinner together for us. It was wonderful. To Rhoda and Melissa, thank you for the oneg, the wonderful oneg we'll all be enjoying here in just a few minutes. I think I got all the thank yous in. So Sunday is religious school. Next Friday night will be the Human Rights Shabbat. Service has been planned and will be led by our youth group. December 28th will be a home Shabbat. And this Sunday at 1 o'clock is the Sisterhood Hanukkah party at Judy Lieb's house. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other announcements that I am not thinking of. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to? Oh, I'm sorry. And please, once the service is over, if we could, I could solicit your help to put away the tables, but not the chairs. The chairs will be taken care of Sunday morning, but the tables, if everyone can help out with that, would be greatly appreciated. Now, I'm sure I've still missed a whole bunch of announcements, so does anyone have anything to add?
December 21st, there will be a pre-Shabbat sing-along at 6:30, services at 7:30.
And I will tell you that for those of you who haven't been to one of the pre-Shabbat sing-alongs, they are a lot of fun. So, anything else? Yeah, the teacher's office over there.
Next Friday is also Tot Shabbat Tot Shabbat at 6:30, Human Rights Shabbat at 7:30. And this Sunday, stick around after religious school. Invite your friends of all faiths or no faiths to join us here at noon. One of our former members here is now a firefighter with Prince William, and he's bringing a truck and some other colleagues over, and they're going to do a little public education on fire safety, especially for kids, although open to everybody. But if you want to see how the fire hose works and whatever, come on by at noon on Sunday.
I did not. Monday night, the Human Rights Commission, is that at Colgan High School?
Yes.
Yeah. And a final item, we do have ongoing our capital campaign, Be a Light, Buy a Light, and it being Hanukkah, it's the ideal time to talk about it. It is to improve the lighting in the parking lot and all around the building and provide other enhancements for our safety. So if you haven't contributed, there is a link on the webpage, and please think about it. And that's all I've got. And hearing nothing else, Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah.
Shabbat Shalom. Okay. For our final song, we'd like to invite up all of the religious school teachers, madrichim, the school board, anyone involved with the religious school who wants to come up to help lead our final song is more than welcome. Light One Candle, page 671. Okay, be careful with the fire. Okay.
Fire.
Fire. You get distracted to fire.
Okay.
Alright, what's this song?
Are we good? Light One Candle, 671. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. And light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain?
We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out. Shabbat Shalom, Happy Hanukkah. I hope you save room for more goodies.